Hello there, my name's Ms.RedNebula, and this is another 5 tips for Planet Zoo. First off, a minor correction to my last video where I said that you had to press Ctrl-G to hide the UI. In fact, you only need to press the G key to hide the UI. Tip number 1. This isn't actually in-game at all, but on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, I noticed that someone had put together this website, Planet Zoopedia. It has all of the information about the different kinds of animals, including, if you click on them, what animals they can cohabitate with, even if it's not enriching the other animal. There's also a habitat builder where you can choose how many animals you want to add, and say, 1 male and 1 female, aardvark, and it will tell you how big the habitat needs to be, how much water they need, and everything else. Tip number 2. When you have an exhibit animal, you can change which windows on their enclosure are open and even what facade you can see on those windows. If you go to the Windows tab and click the Close Window button, you can close each individual window. You can also choose a backdrop for them, none, 2D, or 3D. So if you do 2D and press OK, you get an image as the background. And if you do 3D and press OK, you actually get a 3-dimensional backdrop. One thing I found cool is that the animals will in fact climb on the 3D backdrops as well. Tip number 3. Renaming any of your staff members to Tegidcam brings you down into a first-person mode, where you can walk around the zoo as though you were walking on the actual ground. You're not very limited, so you can jump into habitats and all sorts of things like that. You can't do things like feed the animals like you could in Zoo Tycoon, but it's still fun being able to walk around in first-person mode. Tip number 4. Your animals will be at their happiest if they have the highest possible food quality. If you're in one of the money modes like career or franchise, you'll need to research the animal to get better quality food for them, but that doesn't automatically give that food to the animals. To change the quality of the food, click on their enclosure, go to the Animals tab, and do this drop down here where it says Grade 1, Grade 2, or Grade 3 food quality. Keep in mind that the higher quality food does also cost more. Tip number 5. Some animals are capable of climbing out of their enclosure. You can tell which ones can climb by going to the Zoopedia and looking under the minimum habitat requirements. It will say that they require a climb-proof barrier. Hovering over the barrier will tell you whether it's climbable or not. For instance, concrete is not climbable, but the wood logs are climbable. Even if a barrier is climbable, it will have a climb-proof option. To get to this, select the barrier, and select the whole barrier. Go to the second tab down here in the bottom right-hand corner, and select one of the climb-proof options. You can see which side it appears on, and of course you want it to be on the side where your animals are. If you have 2 habitats side by side, you can put it on both sides as well. And that's it for this set of 5 tips for Planet Zoo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a few things. Feel free to like or comment, and if you want random updates from my little world of art and gaming, subscribe. If you enjoy what I do and are interested in supporting the channel, check out my Patreon. A big thank you to my current patrons. That's all for now. Bye!